Hello, my lovely YouTube people. It is I, Amanda. And today we are doing another Empties video. Can you believe it? Last time it was almost 6 months between Empties videos, and today it is not even like 3 months. And I have another totally full basket. I don't know what is going on. So we are going to go through my full basket and let's go through all of my empties, what I would recommend or repurchase or reuse, what I would not recommend, will not be repurchasing or reusing again, and we'll just go through and I'll let you know what I thought. So let's get started. Okay, first things first, you may notice in my last one or two videos that my hair has changed. Yes. I don't know if it's hormones. I don't know if it's because Jupiter is in its moon phase of Mars. I don't know if it's because I just turned 50. I don't know what's happening. But as you may remember, I have been growing my hair out for the past year and a half or so. And I have been doing my natural color. I got rid of all of the color, the funky purples and the pinks and the blues and everything. I stripped out all of my color a year and a half ago, and I'm just growing out my natural color. So all of the damage and the frizz and the dry and the brittle, like I expected all of that because I had damaged my hair. But a year and a half later, I'm still dealing with frizz and dryness and all of that same thing, especially on the canopy on the top of my head. And then I don't know what I was doing. I was doinking around, clicking through YouTube or something. I don't even know what I was doing, honestly. And I found this thing that said you might have Irish curls or something. And I was like, what are Irish curls? Anyway, I went down a rabbit hole, like, whoop, total rabbit hole. And turns out I have curly hair, curls, waves, who even knows? I've only been doing this a week. So the frizziness and the dry feeling of my hair is my hair wanting to curl and me not letting it curl. I think, because I've only been doing this like a week now, I think I still have damage on the top of my hair, on the canopy of my head. But the underneath, by my nape and kind of by my ears, if I just let it air dry, it coils just on its own naturally. So this was a discovery for me, and all of the sudden I am deep in this curly girl routine. I am deep in these like 2 hour trying to figure out what a cast is. Like, oh my God, if any of you know, please help me. Please impart your wisdom to me because I am struggling. You'll see when we go through my empties, but for the past year and a half since I had stripped my hair of all of its colors, I have been doing the Abby Young method. So I would double cleanse or double shampoo my hair. I would use a clarifier for my first shampoo. So I would strip all the buildup, everything, cleanse my hair the first time. The second time I would shampoo, I would use like a bond builder, a protein, a something, which isn't a clarifying shampoo. A clarifying shampoo is stripping. It uses a lot of sulfates, a lot of cleansers. It's usually clear and it usually foams a lot. Whereas like a bond building shampoo is usually a gentler shampoo. It's usually creamier because it has conditioners in it along with those bond building complexes. So I would use both. I would use the clarifying as my first shampoo and I would use the bond building as my second shampoo. For over a year, I had been doing that. Then I would mask because again, I am going off the premise that my hair is dry and damaged, and I also live in a very dry, deserty climate. So my hair, and my hairdresser tells me this every time I go in, my hair is desperate for moisture. It is so dry and just, which again is why I thought it was being frizzy and so brittle feeling in my hands. So I would mask, and then I would leave that on for, 3 to 5 minutes. Then I would lightly condition. Usually it had some sort of a bond building. I would use the Redken, I would use Paul Mitchell, I would use Dove, something with a bond building in it to lightly condition, rinse that all out. And then I would put in a leave-in conditioner, such as like the Elvive Dreamworks, or I would use something with a heat protectant in it, something like that. So I've been doing this for over a year, okay? Now that I know that my hair is curly, this is apparently not good. So the sulfates have not been good for my hair. It has been stripping all of the oils that my hair so desperately needs, and I've been stripping them every single time that I've been washing. And so my hair is, and my poor scalp too, is so stripped of all of its natural oils that it's the poor thing. It's just, oh, anyway. So no more sulfates for me for a while. So I've had to get all new shampoos. I'm not double cleansing anymore. I'm only doing one cleanse. It's a very gentle cleanse. It's not, I'm not going to say it's no sulfates. I'm just going low sulfates because, again, I still want my hair to be clean. And now that I'm doing this curly thing, I'm putting a lot more product in my hair to try and get the curls to set. And so I don't want buildup on my hair. And so I do need something that's going to cleanse my hair, which is the whole purpose of a shampoo. I need it to cleanse. I need it to get rid of the buildup, but I can't have it be stripping out my natural scalp oils so much. I need to try and retain the balance on my scalp with those scalp oils. So that is my number one thing, to try and regain some of the health of my hair and my scalp. The second thing is no more silicones. Silicones are not bad, okay? Silicones are wonderful, okay? They put a layer on top of your hair. They smooth down on your hair follicle, you know, that you have the shingles. And if, you know, you have shingles that are lifted or missing, silicones will go in and they'll smooth those out, which is great. However, because I've been putting so much silicone in my hair, again, to try and give moisture and to try and smooth out frizz and dryness in my hair, it's been putting so much coating on my hair that moisture can't get in. And so all I've been doing is I've basically been putting shellac on top of my hair and no moisture has been getting in. And so my hair is desperately dry. So dry. So no more silicones for me for a while until I can get the moisture back into my scalp and back into my hair. So that being said, I've completely changed up my entire hair routine. And so I used up what I could, that just had a very little bit left. I used up, you know, what I could, so I would have an empty, and then the rest of it I gave to my son's soon-to-be fiance, my soon-to-be sweet daughter, and called it a day, and then just went full on new products to try and help me regain some health back into my scalp and into my hair. So that being said, let us begin. Okay, so the first thing we have is the Dove. This is the 10-in-1 serum mask, and it's the Bond Strength. This is a conditioning mask. Oh my gosh, you guys, this, first of all, it smells amazing. It smells so good. This is thick. This is silky. This is moisturizing as hell. This is got bond strength, so it's putting those bond complexes back inside your hair. And it's absolutely wonderful feeling putting this in your hair. It slips, it glides, it's goopy. Oh, it's lovely putting this in my hair. I love it. So I would highly recommend, if you are looking for any sort of a bond building, bond strengthening, something like that, deep moisturizing hair mask, this is an excellent one. This is a drugstore brand. This isn't anything fancy. You can get this at Walmart or wherever, CVS, wherever you want to go. It's not super expensive, and I would highly recommend doing this. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing it anymore. It does contain silicones, which again, I'm trying not to use right now, just so that I can pull moisture back into my hair instead of just coating my hair. This will coat your hair. Again, silicones are not bad. That's not what I am saying, and this is a great product. So if you love that feel, if you need that silicone coating on your hair strands, then this is an excellent product. Okay, next we have the Way Detox Shampoo. Okay, this is exactly what it says. This is a highly clarifying, detoxing shampoo. It smells divine. This stuff works. But again, I was using it so wrong. Like, I was using this, instead of using this like once a week or once every couple of weeks to really detox my hair and really clarify it, I was using it like once every other day in conjunction with a double shampoo. I mean, I was stripping my hair so badly. I don't know what I was thinking. This is definitely not something you want to use every day. This is not something you even really want to use every week. Um, this is definitely highly clarifying. It's detoxing for a reason. It's going to get rid of highly built up hair, lots of buildup, lots of dirt and gunk, and like if your scalp is itchy and like you're itching it and like you see like white buildup underneath your fingernails or something, like that's serious buildup and you seriously need to detox. That's what this is for. This is not a drugstore brand. You're going to want to get this like at Ulta or Sephora. It is a little bit spendier, but highly worth it. This stuff works. It works amazing. As soon as you get done using this, you're going to go like this and your hair's going to go squeak. It works amazing. And it smells so good. Okay, oops, I got a little leak on me. Hold, please. Okay, next, this is another Way. This is the Way Scalp and Body Scrub. Oh, you guys, this is completely empty, but I can still smell. Oh, it smells so good. This is the St. Bart's scent line. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. It smells like you are on a beach. It's got like tropically, almost coconutty, pina colada-y type vibes to it. Oh, it smells so dreamy. This is a kind of exfoliating scrub. I would use this after I had shaved my legs or my armpits, and I would use this as an after scrub to get rid of you know, dead skin or any dirt or anything that I didn't want caught in my pores so that I wouldn't have strawberry legs. I always use a scrub after I get done shaving. You can also use it before you shave, before and after, just to really make sure that your pores are nice and cleansed. And this works awesome. Again, Way is not a drugstore brand. This is an Ulta Sephora type thing. It is a bit costly. I think I paid $38 for this. It's quite a big jug. I mean, it lasted me quite a long time, but it is a bit on the spendier side, but it really works. It's got a lot of really nourishing things in it, and it smells absolutely divine. Okay. Next, we have the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Facial Cleansing Oil. I like using a cleansing oil in the morning. I will use the oil first thing on my face, and then as soon as I rinse the oil off my face, I will go in with a cleanser. In fact, I have an empty of my cleanser. This is the Madagascar Centella Ampule Foam Cleanser. And I use these in conjunction in the morning as part of my morning wash, and it works amazing. Highly, highly recommend both of these products. This is a ginseng oil, so you can smell it. It almost smells kind of gingery, which I like. I don't mind. The oil is very smooth. It goes on very nicely. When you're using a facial oil, you don't need a lot. You just want enough so that it will go on your face. You're going to put it on a dry face with dry hands. You're just going to massage it in, and then you're just going to take a little bit of lukewarm water and you're just going to rub it. It'll kind of foam. It'll get kind of white and milky. And because oil and water don't mix, you're going to rub it and it's going to take the dirt off. Then you're going to go in with this or some sort of a facial wash. This one is an ampule foam, and so it's not like an exfoliating foam or an exfoliating scrub, but it's got the centella in it, and so it's very gentle and it's very good if you have sort of redness or any sort of a not like breakouts, but it will help. It kind of helps calm the skin a little bit if you're having kind of redness or kind of a little bit of hypersensitivity. And so I like using this in the morning, and it just helps my skin kind of calm itself and really kind of get through the day. And so I like using these two together. I already have another one of these and I already have another one of these, so I do recommend this. They are both really great products. All right, next we have the Paul Mitchell Supercharged Treatment. This is for intense hydration, and this is another type of a mask that I would use for deep conditioning. Because it is for intense hydration, I would use this if my hair was especially dry, especially brittle. I found myself reaching for this a lot because my hair was so dry and so brittle all the time. And so I tended to reach for this quite a bit. I do really like the Paul Mitchell products. Again, you haven't seen any of my other Empties videos, I do work for Paul Mitchell, so I don't pay full price for these. They are a lot cheaper for me than they are for you, but these are not. Oh wait, some of these might be drugstore products. I know you can get some Paul Mitchell things, products in drugstores. I know Walmart carries some lines. Some of them you can't though. So anyway, you just have to check and see what you can get where you are. But I really liked this. It went on very smoothly. It gave a lot of slip, a lot of glide. And again, I would put this all along my mids and ends, which my hair's pretty short, so it didn't need a lot. And then if I had any left over on my hands, I would put it on my roots, and then I would leave it on for at least 5 minutes. And then I would rinse it out. The problem with this, I found, as opposed to the Dove, is that when I rinsed this one out, it came all the way out. Like, you would rinse this out and you could tell that all the product was gone. Like, there was no leftover slide, there was no leftover like creaminess or slip or anything in your hair. It was definitely gone. Whereas with this, there was so much silkiness and so much slipperiness that no matter how much you rinsed after you put it in your hair, your hair still felt slippery and still felt like slidey and silky. And it just, I almost would recommend not putting another conditioner on top of this. If you use this as a mask, I would just be done. Whereas with this one, if you use this as a mask, I would definitely recommend using a conditioner afterwards, because this one is going to come all the way out of your hair and it's not going to leave anything in, as opposed to this one, if that makes sense. So I really like this product. I think it did put a lot of hydration in my hair, but again, it's got silicones in it. So it was a false sense of hydration where it was just coating my hair in, amodimethicones or dimethicones instead of actually getting hydration that was seeping into my hair follicles and my scalp. And so it was kind of a false sense of hydration. So anyway, that's that. Okay, then we have 2 body washes. We've got the Pro Silk Lemon Glaze Moisturizing Body Wash. Then we've got the Personal Care Sweet Pineapple and Melon Body Wash. I will tell you that both of these have very highly scented signature scents. The lemon one does not smell like lemon glaze. It smells like a burning lemon candle with smokiness and all. So it smells like an actual burning candle with like something burning, and it's lemon scented. And that's what this one smelled like. This one smelled a lot better. Pineapple, really kind of nice, tangy, kind of pineapple-y smell. I liked this smell a whole lot better. Both of the smells do not last very long. They foamed up really good. They seemed to clean very well in the shower, but I mean, like, as soon as you rinsed it off, the smell was gone. It had dissipated, it had disappeared, and the smell no longer lingered. I did not enjoy this smell at all. I don't mind lemon smells. I actually like a fresh lemon smell, but this was not it. I like this one a bit better, but again, both of these did, and I think I said this on my last Empties, these body washes, while they're cheap, I think I would go ahead and spend a little bit more money on something that works better. I think it probably does what it's supposed to do. I think it's probably cleansing you, and I suppose that, if you enjoyed the smell for 5 seconds, it's probably okay. But for me, I think I would go ahead and just spend a little bit more and get something that works a little bit better, and the smell lasts a little bit longer, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit more out of my product. So I would not repurchase these. But if you are thinking of purchasing any one of these, please don't do the lemon one. Please do the pineapple and melon one. All right, then we've got 2 shaving cream products here. We've got the Spa Luxury Pomegranate Raspberry Shave Cream. Then we've got the EOS Cashmere Smooth. Oh, this isn't a shave cream. Just kidding. Throw that back in the basket. Okay, this is the shave cream. So this is the Spa Luxury Pomegranate Raspberry. As I have said before, these Dollar Tree products are fine. They work fine. This is a shave cream, but I found myself using a lot of product just to get that glide that I needed for my razor so that I didn't nick myself and it wasn't dry. So whereas normally, like with a regular product, you would use a decent amount, you would put it on your legs and you would just go. Whereas with this one, I found myself continuously getting product and putting it on so that my leg wasn't dry as I tried to run the razor up my leg, and try not to nick myself. So I mean, sure, it's $1.25 and you get this much product, but honestly, I went through it so fast because I was using so much of it that I don't even know that it was worth it. The smell was okay. It smelled nice, kind of a raspberry-ish scent, but again, it didn't last very long, so I probably wouldn't repurchase it. It just kind of seemed like I went through it way too fast. Okay, so here's the EOS Cashmere Post Shave Smooth Body Cream. She's thick. This is a thick cream. This is definitely a butter. To say this is a butter? No, this is a body cream, but this is definitely more of a butter. This stuff is thick, it is silky, it is creamy, and you definitely are gonna love it if you put it on post-shave because your legs are nice and smooth and silky, and this stuff is smooth and buttery and silky. And it smells lovely, and I really, really liked this. The only thing I would say is that if you're putting it on before bed, it's gonna take a little bit to dry down. Otherwise, you're gonna be crawling into your sheets with kind of moist, slippery legs. So maybe use it in the morning or something before you put shorts on. But anyway, just that, or don't use a whole lot and use just a little bit so that it dries down faster, because this stuff, it's thick and it's creamy and it smells really good and it's lovely and it makes your skin super soft and smooth. But yeah, it takes it a minute to dry down. Okay, the last things are skin stuff. We have some serums. We'll start with this one because I think I've talked about this before. This is the Retinol Double Serum. I have another empty of this. I use this on the back of my hands, as if you've been here before, you know. I don't use this on my face. I use this on the back of my hands to make them nice and supple and smooth so I don't have the crepey, wrinkly back of my hands. So I have another empty of that. This is the Spa Senticle. What? Oh, Spa Essentials. Sorry. I was like, that sounds like tentacles. What the hell? Spa Essentials Glow Niacinamide Serum. This brightens and tones. It was okay. It wasn't anything life-changing. I would use this in the morning so that my face skin had a nice healthy glow. I guess it did. It felt nice. It dried down nice. It didn't leave my skin super like sticky or weird. It doesn't have a smell. So yeah, I mean, it was okay. So this is the Spa Essentials Dew Hyaluronic Acid Serum. So here's something interesting that I found out. Because I live in such a dry, deserty climate, I can't use hyaluronic acid because, I guess, because the heat will actually, instead of, if I lived in a humid environment and I put hyaluronic acid on, it would draw the moisture from the air and put it into my skin and it would plump it up. That's what hyaluronic acid does. But because I live in such a dry, deserty environment, it does the opposite. So it takes moisture out of my skin and dries my skin. It's the same thing if I were to put hyaluronic acid in my hair, in my scalp. It would just draw it right out into the environment, and it would cause wrinkles, it would cause crepey skin, it would cause drying. So yeah, I guess if you live in a dry, deserty environment, you should not be reaching for hyaluronic acid. I guess it's a no-no and you need to stay away from it. So this is a full bottle that I am getting rid of because I do not want any moisture being drawn out of my skin, my hair, anywhere, because good Lord, that's the last thing I need. So yeah, just a PSA for you. This is another empty that I have, the Medicube PDRN Pink Peptide Serum. I think I did another one of these on another empties video. I really enjoy this. I don't know, honestly, I don't have a scientific or chemistry background. I don't know how this stuff works. I don't know if it's even working. I've heard that if you use it, it's youth in a bottle, that it smooths out your skin and that it really helps kind of rejuvenate older type skin, which, I mean, I'm 50 now, so I'm doing whatever I can. But I like it. It goes on nice. It doesn't really have a smell. It doesn't leave my skin sticky. There's no residue. It just goes on really nicely, and I really like the way that it feels. So this is my second empty bottle. I do not have a replacement yet. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the PDRN, if I want to do something else that's maybe a little bit stronger. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Then we have the Emco Beauty Hydrate and Glow Ultra Fine Mist. This is the watermelon extract. This is supposed to be, I guess, kind of the Emco Beauty dupe for the Glow Recipe watermelon misting spray. I I thought it was okay. I used it right after I got out of the shower and I just kind of misted it on my face. I honestly don't think it did anything. um, it smelled nice. It smelled like watermelon. Um, I thought the mist was nice. It wasn't like, it didn't spray a whole bunch in my face. It didn't get in my eyes. So I thought it was very nice and fine, a fine mist. But yeah, I don't, I don't know that it really did anything. Maybe it did and I just didn't notice. I don't know. Then we have Skin Nutrition Multi-Peptide Anti-Aging Serum. This is another, just one of these serums from Dollar Tree that sometimes they will put out. It says anti-aging, so I used it again. It didn't hurt. It didn't not do any, like it didn't do anything bad, but I don't know that it did anything at all. I don't know that I saw a difference in it, in my skin, but I don't know that I saw anything bad happen to it either. So, I mean, for all I know, I could have just been putting water on my skin, for all I know. But in case I was doing something good to my skin, I used it all up. So, there you go. Okay, then we have the Be Pure Glow Up Renewing Serum with avocado extract and ceramides. So you can see that this is not empty. You see that I have some left in there. I did not like this. There was something about the smell of this one. I like the other, there's a strawberry one of this that has the BHA or BPA 80. Who freaking knows? There's so many there's a bunch of letters in it. Anyway, I like the strawberry one, but there's something about the smell of this one that when I put it on my skin, that's all I could smell. Like I couldn't get the smell out of my nose and it would drive me crazy and I hated it. And so every time I put this on my skin thinking, it's okay, it's doing good things to your skin, you can deal with the smell, you're fine. And I couldn't deal with the smell. I don't know, maybe it was like the avocados or something, but normally I like avocados, so I don't know. Anyway, something about the smell I couldn't get past. It would get in my nose and then that's all I could smell. It's a me problem. There's something wrong with me, I don't know, we all know that. Okay, last we have Spa Essentials. Again, well, I want to say Senticles. I don't know what's wrong with me. Super Greens Brightening Eye Cream with Kale and Vitamin C. This is another one of those Super Greens that Dollar Tree had out, I don't know, like back a couple months ago, and I haven't seen it since. But I really liked this eye cream. I thought it was great. There was no smell to it. I enjoyed the way it went on. Very smooth, very nice. I thought it did slightly kind of reduce the puffiness. It kind of not like reduce the dark circles, because obviously you can't do that, but I thought it reduced the puffiness a little bit of my eyes when I used it in the morning. And I really liked it. And I was hoping I could get more, but I haven't seen it at Dollar Tree since I got it. So I'm just apparently out of luck on that front. Anyway, those are all of my empties, and it's barely been like 3 months. I can't believe I had so many, but it could just be because of that change in routine. And so I was really trying to get through the last little bits of those products so that I could change things up. But anyway, hopefully that helps you. Hopefully that gives you an idea if you are looking for, if you see something at the Dollar Tree and you're like, oh, I wonder if that's any good. Or, oh, look at that green bottle at the Dollar Tree. I wonder if that avocado thing has a smell. It has a smell. It smells yucky. Anyway, so hopefully that's helpful to you. Listen, all you curly girls out there, if you have any advice for me, please comment down below and help me. Like, what should I do? Like, I just need help. Anyway, until next time, all of you lovely YouTube people, bye.